Thank you all for joining me today on the latest 500 Seconds of Resilience, your daily installment to address and attend your own urgency meeting. And pardon me, this is going to be a little bit different from other podcasts or episodes. This one's called Spending More Time with Yourself. And please indulge me on this, I guess, a personal experiment that I'm asking you to join me on for this mini journey. It's going to be a bit, at least for me, unnerving, even uncomfortable. Even that word I hate using, even considering, is the vulnerability of this episode. But I'm going to challenge you and myself for a few seconds to peer into a mirror without words spoken. I know I'm asking a lot for you to download and listen to this episode where I'm asking you to accept no words for a few seconds in this episode. But what I'm asking you for is to look into your eyes with that mirror. Look into your eyes, your face, and your breath. Just you with you. Just me with me in my mirror. So I will do that now with myself. So hold on. I hope you don't understand the background music while we do this exercise. I don't want to give you, a lot of time of empty air for this part of the episode, but I want to be clear and translucent with you about what we're doing here. Not a made up thing where I record, cut the recording off, come back and say, hey, I did it. I want to do it with you, quote unquote, live as we do this. So I hope when I do this, after I'm done with these few seconds or few minutes of looking into that mirror, I hope I can describe for you what I received in that experience. And I'm asking you to see what you can observe as I take the few next minutes of this episode for that practice. Almost like, look at this. In other episodes, I mentioned about while we don't actually think, we only observe the thoughts that are streaming across our minds. So look at it this way for this exercise today. Like we're panning for gold in the streams of the thoughts and ideas that flow across your mind. Look at it that way. We're panning for gold. All right? So without further ado, we'll start this now for about 2 minutes. All right. Thank you for indulging me on this experience. I know it probably sounded, if that's a decent word, sounds a little weird to be listening to an audio podcast with little said during those past 2.5 minutes. But that's what I was trying to get to for myself. And let me tell you what I felt during that silence. To me, it's very powerful, especially when you experience that with yourself. And what I jotted down in my head, I didn't write anything down, but I was still peering into my eyes in that mirror reflection. Well, a couple things. One, certainly, I hope you did it also. I'm looking into a mirror, and hope you did the same thing too. Yes, that looks like me, that I understand, but at best, it's just a reflection. And really at best, a reverse reflection of me. In the mirror, my left is my right is my left. But I got past those thoughts in that short exercise. I started to smile. I started to feel pleasant. I started to feel happy. Not really trying to fill in a definition of what I'm observing, but I started to feel just a little glimmer of my own beauty. That's what I felt. I hope you had a similar, or you had an experience where you're able to not think, unthink, and observe what you felt in that exercise. I'll leave with this. Another departure from the Mr. Ryan Holiday and from the Stoic archives. I think it was talking about either Seneca or Marcus Aurelius. And he said this, in quote, "And most of us are just like him in that way. We don't want to look into the mirror. We don't want to put ourselves up for review. We can see what everyone else is doing wrong, their obvious issues and compulsions, but our own, we turn away." So that's what I felt. Unquote. And that's what I felt. What I felt during the exercise. I look forward to hearing from you and what you felt in putting yourself on review, just you and you in that mirror. Stay present. Stay current. It's always a 20.